Nagabinta ki khubor baman kasni pet but subscribe ya u Antor News. Kublay pi baro kinikilong ki khubor bam tagasni. Ka jingkerbe bat persha jing babun balang halor ka Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act 2024. Ka kinhon menteri kalawan ra ban pinkala ya ka kyndon thymmai jong ka Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Act yathu Conrad ki sangma hadien balawai ka kinhon menteri. Kajinyalang menteri kalarai bat weng ya kapara 34 da kababenrap ya kanika lan ba kanika act kanumla banyat lan ya ka Meghalaya Land Transfer Regulation Act 1971. Karai bat thymmai jung ka sarkar ban pinkala kerteng ya ka Investment Meghalaya Agency IMA kum ka Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority MIPA lingba ka kyndon bat thymmai. Kajingtmu kalong ban ai ka kerteng ka bakham sngotenat ye kanika agency namar ngitip baka act dala di ka dei ka blakhon ka Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Ordinance bar kumta habayat kat kum ka act ngilakhot ye kanika board tre ka menta kum ka MIPE ha ka jaka ka IMA benrap umentri rangba u Conrad upentip baya kanika raila shim ha ka jingyalang badangshen bar ka kinhon na Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council KHADC balayalam the Chief Executive Member CEM ba penyat singsim ka bala penpau ya kanika jing sngokhya halor kanika kam ula pentip baka sarkar kala rai ban penrung ye ki jing ai jing mut jong ka KHADC ka bakan thop ye ka jing penkala ya ka para 34 jong ka act ngakwa ban pensyai bakanika clause article 34 ka David halor ka common application form mensha ka single window agency SWA ka don kam ki katu ka ne ki application baha pha shaki ha ki katu ka ne ki form ka muda ka don kam ki application halagi jong ki form ka MTDC ru ka don kam halagi jong ki form bat kumta ban kiar ye ka jing penkala ya baro ki ne ki 67 ang bat ban penrung ye ki kyndon jong kanika ang ngila wanra ye kanika kinhun ha ka ang ka ban penyap no ye ki kyndon jong gitu ki kyndon barim nga shukwa ban pensyai rei na ba kala wanra ye ka jing kulmar jingmun ha ki district council bat ki riupat ba ka sarkar kala rai ban pendam no ye ka article lane para 34 jong kanika ang kala penkha ye ki jing kulmar jingmut baro ong umentri rangba haba penpau baya kanika ang la menjur khnang ban pensuk ye ka jingwan kenshaw kam ha Meghalaya u Conrad ula ong ngala pensyai ha ki por balit no ba mensha ka judon ka single window agency ka bakmi iki project kenshaw kam hapo ka jilla henry na mar ka jingnang yar jong ki kam ka bakenthop minta ya ki kam ha ka kot ka khya ka kam rem ka kam jngo kai ka IT ka kam penmi boarding bat ka kam kharkhana ka jingkin show kam kala kham yar bat kum tangi don kam mi ka bor ka ba kham yar ha ka jing trei kam ka ban khmi yakini ki aka bat day ka ne ka balam sha ka jingmi jong ka Investment Meghalaya Agency IMA ha ka te ka por kum tala menjur ya ka ne ka ang ula beteng ban mentangin sa penkelaru ya ki weki kyndon ki badan hapo ka single window agency ka promotion policy lani ka tourism act lani ki weki act ki bla shakta hagane ngin sawanra iki jingpin kala ki badan kam bat wengno ya ka para 34 ban kiar na ki jingpin kulmar jingmut hapdeng ki pai ba ulong bagani ka act dalele ru kanumla ban yatlan ya ka Meghalaya Land Transfer Regulation Act 1971 halor ka jing sngokhya ya ka para 13 jong ka ang u Conrad ulo ong kani ka paragraph ka bakran bething barada ki form ne ki jing siu ki ki bahap penyat banyo jingbet kat kum ki an ka sarkar pedeng ya ka application on hap ban pha sha ka sarkar pedeng kum ta khnang ban penti kana bang shimkhya ya ki jing sngokhya jong ka KHADC bar kiwi ki thkhon ngila penrung sakwe ka paragraph ba ong balada don ki form ne jing siu ki bahap ban bu ya ki banyo jingbin na ki ADC ya ki application de ban pha shu ki ADC haring kar ki jingsiu ya ki jingbit na ki district council de ban apply hi na ki district council
the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Amendment Ordinance Act 2024 and we have brought in an amendment in the Meghalaya State Investment and Promotion and Facilitation Ordinance for 2024 is being brought in. As you are aware that this is being done, this particular act has been passed by the government to facilitate the entire process of investment in our state. I have clarified in the past that earlier there used to be a single window agency which used to handle the different investment projects in the state. But because of the wide spectrum of sectors, which also includes today the health sector, the agriculture sector, the tourism sector, the IT sector, the power sector, and obviously the industry sector, the investment horizon has really broadened. And hence, we needed a larger or a much more broader based authority to look into this particular aspect. And that is what led to the creation of the Invest Meghalaya agency at that point in time. And accordingly, the act was passed. Now, during the course of time, there were certain concerns that were raised by individuals and also the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. The CEM and other members had met me in regards to this and raised some of these small issues and concerns that they had from their side, and not just the district council but the public at large. So after detailed discussion with the CEM of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council and the other members, there were certain suggestions which were made, and we are happy to incorporate some of those suggestions. The first one is that there is a particular clause in the Act. The clause is clause number 34. And this clause spoke about certain other laws and certain other provisions which this particular Act would override. Now, I just want to clarify to everyone that this particular clause that was there, the Article 34 of this particular Act, was very, very specific to the common application forms. Now, in the past, the single window agency required certain applications to be made to them in certain forms. The MUDA required applications to be made in certain forms. The MTDC required the applications to be made in certain forms. And hence, in order to avoid the amendment of all those 6-7 different acts to incorporate the provisions of this act, we had put this provision in this act to override those provisions in those acts. And the basic powers of this were very, very specific to the common application form and did not go beyond that. So I just want to clarify that. But since it has created a bit of confusion with the district council and other members, and also to some extent from the public side also, the government has decided and the cabinet has decided to repeal the article or this para 34 of this act, which is creating this confusion. And we are now going to amend the other provisions that is there in the single window agency, the Meghalaya the promotion policy, or the tourism act, or the other acts which were being affected by this. We will make the necessary amendments there and remove this particular para 34 to avoid any confusion among the people, and adding one line to this, in fact, saying that this particular act shall not be in derogation of the Meghalaya Land Transfer Regulation Act 1971. So we are specifically putting that clause to avoid any confusion among the public, because we felt that there was a confusion in this, and the district council and the CEM had mentioned this to us, and hence we are removing that para and adding this line that this act shall not be in derogation of the Meghalaya Land Transfer Regulation Act 1971. Second concern which was there, which was raised by the CEM of the Khasi Hills District Council, Bhagat Niyat Singh CM, was regarding the aspect of the different provisions under the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. In this particular act, in para 13, we already have the provisions of the details of the combined application form. In this, the different provisions of the state are mentioned. There's a specific paragraph that mentions that wherever the forms and fees have to be prescribed as per for clearances in any central law, the application shall be submitted to the central government. So in order to ensure that we take care of the concerns of the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council and our CEM and other members, we are including or incorporating one more paragraph in this to say that provided further that where any form and fees has been prescribed for such clearances from the ADCs, the applications shall be submitted only in that very form along with the fees to be submitted, which means that we are clarifying. Of course, it was already done in the past. It's not even that we needed to put this paragraph out here, because that is a normal procedure that is followed, where the permissions from the council have to be applied to the council. But since there was confusion regarding that, we are introducing this paragraph very specifically to clarify that the applications, the permissions, all the NOCs, whatever required from the autonomous district councils will have to be taken up through the district councils, and separate forms will have to be applied to the respective district councils, which was actually the procedure. But since there was a confusion, we have introduced this paragraph to clarify and clear that particular confusion, so that nobody is confused that the question of bypassing the Khasi Hills District Council or the Garo Hills District Council or the Jaintia District Council does not arise. The provisions among these councils for any kind of NOC or permissions that are required we are including one para in this, which is making it mandatory for employing local people. So this will be now in the Act itself. So the section 2A is now going to read, subject to the overall control and superintendence of the government, the governing council shall provide overall policy guidance and directions under this Act. Then we added, ensuring that the incentives under the policies will be provided to industries who are creating employment for local people, in bracket, individuals domicile of Meghalaya. So we are adding this clause to ensure that the employment is given to the local people. The last amendment we are making is overall to give the structure a better name and better structure to the agency. As we know that this agency, the Act itself is called the Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Ordinance, and hence in line with the Act itself, we are calling the authority now the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Agents Authority. I repeat, it will be called the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority, which is MIPA, M-I-P-A, instead of the Invest Meghalaya Authority. This is being done, as I said, because the Act itself uses the word promotion and investment, and it starts with Meghalaya. So, as I said, the Act is Meghalaya State Investment Promotion and Facilitation Ordinance Act. So, similarly, the authority will now be called the Meghalaya Investment Promotion Authority. See, GAD, MECL, all these government authorities are mandated to buy land. Similarly, the MIPA, which is not IMA now, it's called a MIPA. The MIPA also is authorized to buy land. And just to clarify, so because this concern is there among the people, we have specifically inserted this clause that says that the particular this act shall not be in derogation of the Meghalaya Land Transfer Regulation Act. So I think it's very clear. There's nothing more to clarify.